In Mockingjay, Katniss Everdeen returns to the devastated ruins of District 12, haunted by memories of loss and guilt, especially concerning her friend Peeta Mellark, who has been captured by the Capitol. As she grapples with her trauma, the leaders of District 13 pressure her to become the face of the rebellion, utilizing her image to galvanize the districts against their oppressors. This burden is compounded by the harrowing transformation Peeta undergoes due to the Capitol's brutal torture methods, particularly hijacking, which distorts his memories and perception. Confronted with the Capitol's relentless cruelty, including the bombing of hospitals and the destruction of her home, Katniss is driven to reclaim Peeta and challenge their common enemy. She forms alliances with fellow victors like Finnick Odair and Johanna Mason, who share their own harrowing experiences. Together, they navigate a dangerous landscape where reality and propaganda blur, and Katniss constantly questions her own agency and the true cost of war. As the rebellion escalates, tensions mount, leading to a climactic confrontation with President Snow. Along the way, Katniss faces profound loss and betrayal, forcing her to confront her complex feelings for Peeta and the moral implications of their violent resistance. Her commitment to Peeta becomes a driving force, compelling her to explore the themes of sacrifice and survival amidst chaos. The narrative reaches a pivotal moment when Katniss, in a shocking act of defiance, kills Coin, the new leader of Panem, during Snow's execution, believing Coin to be perpetuating a cycle of violence. This decision fractures her relationships and leads to her isolation as she grapples with the consequences of her actions. In the epilogue, Katniss and Peeta begin to rebuild their lives, raising their children in a fragile world striving for peace. Despite the haunting memories of the past, they find solace in their shared experiences and the hope for a brighter future. Ultimately, Mockingjay delves into the themes of power, identity, and the enduring impact of war, culminating in a poignant exploration of survival, resilience, and the complexities of human relationships in the wake of trauma. And Mockingjay, the third installment in Suzanne Collins' The Hunger Games trilogy, was published in 2010. This dystopian novel has left significant cultural impact, particularly regarding its exploration of war, propaganda, and the psychological effects of violence on society. Cultural impact. 1. Exploration of war and resistance. Mockingjay delves into the complexities of war and rebellion. It examines the moral ambiguity of using propaganda and the sacrifices made in the pursuit of freedom. These themes resonated with readers, especially in a post-9/11 world, as many individuals have grappled with the realities of conflict, state-sponsored violence, and the nature of resistance. Number 2, feminism and agency. The protagonist, Katniss Everdeen, serves as a strong feminist figure. Throughout the novel, she grapples with her role as a pawn in political games, while ultimately seeking agency and autonomy. This portrayal of a young woman in a leadership position has reinforced the importance of female representation in literature. Youth and activism. The series has inspired a generation to engage with social issues, leading to increased discussions around topics such as oppression, government control, and the impact of media. Mockingjay often serves as a reminder of the importance of youth activism, as seen in the enthusiasm surrounding social movements in recent years. Number 4. Influence on popular media. The success of Mockingjay contributed to the rise of young adult dystopian fiction, influencing numerous adaptations in film and television, and inspiring similar narratives in contemporary literature, television series, and movies. Differences from other books. Mockingjay sets itself apart from other young adult novels through its darker tone and deep psychological focus. While earlier books in the trilogy, such as The Hunger Games and Catching Fire, retain elements of survival and competition, Mockingjay shifts toward a more reflective stance on the consequences of violence and war. This narrative complexity and somber exploration of trauma differentiate it sharply from lighter fantasy or adventure books geared toward young adult audiences. About the author, Suzanne Collins is an American author and screenwriter, best known for the Hunger Games series. Before her breakout success, Collins wrote for children's television and authored the Underland Chronicles series. Her background in television writing enriched her storytelling abilities, resulting in compelling plots driven by character development. Collins has been praised for her keen insights into human nature and her ability to create relatable, complex characters. Similar books to read. If you were drawn to Mockingjay, you might enjoy the following titles. 1. Divergent by Veronica Roth. This novel depicts a dystopian society where people are divided into factions based on their virtues, exploring themes of identity and choice in the face of oppressive governance. 2. The Giver by Lois Lowry. A classic in young adult literature, it tells the story of a seemingly utopian society devoid of pain and suffering, unearthing the darker undertones of conformity and the price of a perfect world. 3. The Testing by Joelle Charbonneau. This series involves a brutal series of trials for a group of young people competing to shape the future of their society, touching on themes of survival, choice, and manipulation. 4. Legend by Marie Lu. Set in a dystopian future, it centers on two characters from opposing sides of a war who uncover truths that challenge their loyalties and perceptions. 5. Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. This story involves a class warfare background, where individuals with special abilities, the Silvers, dominate the Reds, leading to themes of rebellion, power, and identity. In summary, Mockingjay stands as a powerful work that not only captivated audiences for its intense narrative, but also sparked essential conversations about war and agency, cementing its legacy in the realm of modern literature.